Hi everyone, this is Natalie with The Style Nerd, and I'm back with another video in my Shop My Colors series. And today I'm going to be guiding you on best colors at Reformation. And so this relates to the color analysis system that I use, which is a 16 season methodology. So in my system, you can be one of 16 subcategories. And hopefully those of you who have joined me today have a little bit of an understanding of what color analysis is. And so this is the right place for you. And let's get started. Right off the bat, right here, this dress that's on display, very beautiful color. Let's take a closer look at this. It's right here. If you guys don't already know, I am an image consultant in San Diego, California. I offer personal color analysis services virtually and in person in San Diego, and I also offer body analysis services, closet edits, and personal shopping. So get in touch. My website link is linked below if you're interested, but let's get started here. So right off the bat, this color is called Mango. It's obviously extremely warm. So in one of my first videos, I actually explained that orange is one of those colors that cannot lean cool. So most colors can actually have some blue added to the pigment to cool them down. Orange is the only color where this is not possible. So orange is a color that cannot be cooled down. So if you look good in orange, you know that your undertone is definitely leaning warm. So this is 100% leaning warm. It's also got some depth to it. So it doesn't read as much spring to me as it does autumn. Autumn is a deep seasonal subcategory, and so I see a little bit of depth here. A little bit of black is added to that orange. Some yellow is added here. It's got that nice, beautiful, kind of like a butternut squash golden color that's almost leaning like a light pumpkin shade. And so I would actually place this in the warm autumn subcategory. So if you don't already know, warm autumn is a subcategory of autumn that is a spring influenced autumn. So it touches spring, and because of that, it can handle a little bit more of high intensity colors. Although it still needs depth and softness, it's a soft and dark seasonal subcategory still. But because it borders spring, it can handle a little bit more intensity in its colors. And I see that here. It's got that right balance. It's like right on that border of spring and autumn, and I still think it leans more towards the warm autumn category. So if you're a warm autumn, this would look great on you. A warm spring could almost get away with this as well. So warm spring is warm autumn's sister palette, and the reason I say it could also work for a warm spring is because it's also predominantly warm, which they are. And there's a lot of, in the pattern, the florals are white. They're leaning creamy white, and spring is a light seasonal subcategory because there's that addition of a lot of white in the floral pattern. I think a warm spring could also get away with this. So this is the Jeany silk dress in the shade called Mango. What a beautiful, beautiful dress for like a spring wedding, a summer wedding. This is gorgeous. Let's look at some more shades here. This is interesting. So this is definitely leaning more spring. So a light spring would look amazing in this. It's predominantly light, but it's warm, and it's more neutral warm. I hope you guys can see that it's not as warm as the shade Mango, which is actually leaning more orange. This is far more warm than this shade right here. This is almost leaning into potentially, you know, becoming almost like a butter yellow. But it has that luminosity, that shine that springs look amazing in. I love that reflectivity here. It's also neutral leaning warm. Light springs are not predominantly warm. They're neutral warm in undertone. They're predominantly light. This has a lot of white added to it. And they're medium chroma, and this is like just that right hit of chroma, the right amount of lightness and the right amount of warmth. This would be so great for a light spring. This is a shade called Sunshine. So again, it's the Jeany silk dress. Beautiful. Really pretty. This is the kind of metal that springs would look great in general, especially a light spring. Light springs also look really good in rose gold shades, but this is beautiful. Love this for a light spring. All right, this is the same dress in the shade called Cherry Blossom, and a light summer would look amazing in this. So it's also reflective, which they can handle a touch of that. They're a spring influenced summers, so they're neutral, cool, and undertone. They're predominantly light. This has a lot of white in it, and they're also still in a soft seasonal subcategory, which is summer. And this is definitely blue-based pink. I would love this for a light summer, but you know what? I actually think that this is icy enough. So it's icy enough that a winter could play with this as well. So as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, winters, if they're gonna go for, because they look great in contrast, light and dark contrast, they actually can pull off icy pastels. And so an icy pastel is one that doesn't have a lot of gray in it. So pastels that are grayed down a bit, they look better on summers, especially true summers. But pastel shades that are predominantly optic white, which is very vibrant and intense with just a splash of color added to it, like a splash of pink like we see here in this icy pink shade, this could actually work really well for some of the winter subcategories. A cool winter would look great in this, and a true winter obviously. And I think that it's not high saturation enough for a bright winter, and it's not deep enough for a deep winter. So true winters and cool winters, you could play with this. In my system, a true winter is very centered in the winter palette. So they're equally balanced between depth, coolness, and brightness. And so this would look great on them. A cool winter in my methodology is predominantly cool. And they're also actually touching summer. So they're one of the softer subcategories of winter. And this would look great on them as well. It still looks like it's potentially a little bit muted down, enough that a medium chroma light summer or a medium chroma cool summer could get away with this as well. So sometimes you'll have some colors that overlap like that. If you understand the 3 dimensions of color, you'll actually be able to understand why some colors like this overlap, and it'll actually give you some more options. All right, this to me looks like it's an ivory that's pretty neutral actually. So it looks like it has some gray in there, but it also looks like it has some yellow in there. So this neutral could work for a light spring. It could work for a light summer. That's where I would place this shade right here, Fior de Latte. All right, let's look at some other clothes. Let's go to what's new here. And let's just kind of quickly scroll through here. This dress right here, to me, this has a lot of gray in it. It's muted down and it's obviously leaning cool. So soft summer would look great in this. This is the Pheby dress. Let's see what shade this is. I hope I can just look at it very quickly. Okay, mineral. Yeah, this is a great shade for soft summers. Soft summers are a low chroma seasonal subcategory. Their colors have a lot of gray added to them, so they look really good in muted tones like this that are cool or neutral, cool, and undertone. This would look great on them. Mineral, the Pheby dress. This is a very deep navy. This would look great on a deep winter. Very rich still and vibrant, so it's still kind of like a higher chroma inky navy. So I would place this in cool winters would look great in this, deep winters, even a cool summer could possibly play with this. Let's look at this. This is a very interesting color top. Lovebird, the Astra Top. This is a very spring green, so it's light, which springs are. It's definitely got yellow in that green, so it has a ton of yellow, which warms it up, and it's pretty saturated, but it's not the highest chroma out there. I think a warm spring could play with this as well as a light spring. Very pretty color. A light spring would look great in this. Very light, not too warm. This is a shade called Radiance, the Everett linen dress. Yeah, definitely light spring for this one. A light summer could even play with this because it's not a super, it's almost like a butter yellow tone, which, you know, so summers, light summers, their undertone is not their predominant characteristic. And so they can actually play with some butter yellow tones like this that are not super warm as well. This would look great on them. Could definitely see it on a light summer or light spring. Now I do want to at some point extend this series to a Shop My Body Archetype series, and so I want to go through and look at all the silhouettes and styles and relate them to the image identity system that I use for my body analysis and categorize them as in terms of colors as well as in terms of body archetypes, because finding your best colors is just one part of the story. You also need to identify what silhouettes look great on you. And when you combine those, that's when you really wow people with your look. And so I want to help you guys do that. I'm going to extend this Shop My Colors series to also include a Shop My Body Archetype series. And I'm still debating on whether or not I want to combine them together when we go shopping or if I want to keep them separate. Let me know in the comments what you guys would prefer. All right, let's scroll back down here. This is pretty. Light summers would look great on this. All the little lavender hits right here would look so good on them. The white is leaning cool as well. Light summers, Serenity, the Anatolia linen two-piece. This outfit would look great on you guys. All right, let's scroll. Ooh, let's look at this pink here, Baby Girl. A lot less icy than the other pink that we were looking at in the beginning. There's more gray in this. I hope you guys can see that. So it's a little bit muted down. So I would place this in the summer category. I honestly think that a soft summer would look best in this because it's quite muted. It's quite soft. It's neutral cool. It's not super cool. Could a light summer play with this? Sure. But I would want it to be just a touch more vibrant. This is actually quite muted down, and soft summers are predominantly soft. They're very low chroma, and I think this would look excellent on them. A light summer could handle just a bit more intensity of pink. In some of these images, it looks like a light summer could actually play with this, but I still love it for a soft summer. When I look at the fabric here, I definitely see a lot of gray pulling through here. So I would say Baby Girl is for you soft summers. So this is the Emmy knit two-piece dress or skirt and top. Super cute. I really like this. Let's see what else is new. Oh, there's that green, but in a dress. Really cute for you light springs or you warm springs. Let's look right here. This pattern or shade is called Chloe. It's the Monette linen dress. Really pretty. There's a lot of gray in here. This would look great on a summer. A soft summer would look great in this. A light summer would look great in this. This is a little bit too muted down for a cool summer. They need a little bit more depth and punch of color, but it could work for a true summer as well. This is a really nice shade here. Let's look at this red. This is definitely a blue-based cherry red, and so I hope you guys can see that. Reds can lean warm like a tomato red, or they can lean cooler. If they're looking more raspberry or blue-based, this is definitely leaning cooler. And, you know, I actually think a cool summer would look great in this. It's not too vibrant. It still looks a little bit grayed down. There's just a touch of gray in here, but it's still medium chroma. It's definitely cool. Yeah, cool summers would look beautiful in this shade, and also cool winters would look great in this shade. It's, you know, medium chroma. It's definitely very blue based. They are predominantly cool, and it's, you know, it's right on that border. So if you're a summer influenced winter or winter influenced summer, like a cool summer or a cool winter, this shade is absolutely perfect for you. So it's cherry, and this is the Monette linen dress as well. Lots of cute dresses for spring and summer. Super cute. All right, let's see if there's anything else we want to look at here. Let's see their vacation editions, since summer's, you know, right around the corner and a lot of people are going to be traveling. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, obviously this is orange, but it's a muted down orange. It's like a burnt pumpkin color. This would look so good on deep autumns. There's some black in there that really mutes it down. This would also look good on warm autumns because it's very warm. And I love this shade for autumns. This is so beautiful, super beautiful. So warm autumns could definitely play with this because it's very warm, but also I would say deep autumns could get away with this. They actually look really good in burnt pumpkin shades like this. So this is for you guys. So this is Coral Bloom, the Tommie knit dress. Could a warm spring get away with this? Possibly, yeah. I think it's a little deep for them. It's got that earthy quality that autumns look best in. But because we have some of these lighter floral prints here, a warm spring could play with this. For sure. They could get away with it. But I still would prefer on a warm autumn or even a deep autumn. This color here. Ooh, Fig Jam. This is beautiful color. It's also very warm. Now this is actually more so a deep autumn shade than the shade right here, which is obviously predominantly warm. So actually I would say Fig Jam is the jam for deep autumns. It's actually neutral warm, which they are in undertone. It's very deep, so there's a lot more black pulling through here. It's still muted, but it's, you know, we're bordering winter. If you're deep autumn, you're bordering deep winter here. And I definitely like this for a deep autumn. So Fig Jam, again, it's the Tommie knit dress. Lydia, this is another great shade for a deep autumn. This is starting to get a little bit cooler, and so I could actually see this on a deep winter as well. It's a beautiful mahogany tone, definitely predominantly deep, which deep autumns and deep winters are. It's neutral warm. It's not super warm like we saw here with the Coral Bloom. This is a great shade for deep autumns, and deep winters can also play with this because, again, undertone is not their dominant characteristic. Their depth is. They look really great in low value colors like this. This is beautiful. I would love this on a deep autumn or a deep winter. While we're at it, let's just look at Midnight Rose. This is definitely more of a deep winter shade. Clearly, it's more neutral cool than neutral warm. It's a nice kind of marine-y navy. It's still a little smoky, which deep winters look great in just like a hit of smoke to their medium-high chroma colors. And I would really like this on a deep winter. That's really beautiful. Let's see. Cute color. This is more right here. I just want to show you the difference. This is more like a butter yellow that a true summer could wear, or a light summer could wear. It's grayed down a little bit. It's definitely leaning like a cooler yellow, like a butter yellow. Not as much warmth or golden elements to it. Do you guys see that? So this is the shade called Birch, and it's the Wesley cotton sweater tank. So this is kind of a cooler yellow that a summer could get away with. I like this color for a soft summer or a light summer. There's a lot of white in here, but there's also a lot of gray in here, so it's kind of on that border. It's that mineral color again that we saw. Yeah, light summer or soft summer could play with this. And then this blue that I saw right here, where did it go? Oops. Hopefully I can find it again. Right here. This would look great on a true summer or a cool summer. It's the chroma is increasing a little bit. So this is called Stellar Malibu linen dress. Turn down the music a little bit. So I hope you can see there's more pigment in this, and that's why I would say a cool summer would look great in this. So they're bordering winter. They can handle more of a pop of color. It's still got a little bit of gray in there, so I'd definitely put this in the summer category, not the winter category. It would also look great on a true summer, so a summer that's more centered in the palette could definitely play with this level of pigment. And obviously a cool summer could play with even more intense of a pigment, but this is still, they can do light to dark colors really well, and this is vibrant enough for them. Honestly, even a light summer could play with this. This is really great for all of you summers right here. It's a great blue tone for you. So this is the Malibu linen dress in the shade Stellar. All right, guys, I feel like we've gone through most of their colorways here. Here's that cherry red again. We looked at these pinks. Yeah, so that's pretty much it right now, guys, and I hope that helped you. Ooh, this is really pretty. This is, again, one of those kind of burnt, kind of sienna colors. A warm autumn would look great in this. Even a deep autumn could play with this because it's deep enough, but it's also very warm. It's called Blood Orange, so a warm autumn could play with this. This is beautiful. Again, it's the Malibu linen dress. Love this color for you warm autumns, you deep autumns. This would look excellent on you. This is more of a spring orange. I hope you guys can see the difference between this and this is more of an autumn burnt orange tone, and this is more of a spring orange tone. So this is called Citrus. So it's definitely higher chroma, which would bring it into spring. It's also lighter, which would bring it into spring. A warm spring would look amazing in this apricot shade here. A light spring could still play with this. Love it. This is such a cute shade for you spring. So this is the Kauaii bikini top in the shade Citrus. Let's have a look. I think I covered most of the color drops here. Ooh, I love this grass green avocado. This would look so good on warm spring. This is like your perfect green right here. It's, you know, it's a little bit, it's not the most vibrant of greens. You know, warm springs are bordering autumn, which is a soft subcategory, but it's light enough and it's very warm. There's a lot of yellow in this green. This would look, this avocado Aura linen dress would look so good on a warm spring. Get this. All right, guys, so I'm gonna end it here. I hope that helped. Lots of cute dresses for spring and summer, for vacations, for weddings coming up. So many great colors to choose from. I really had fun doing this one because there are a lot of fun colors. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. And I just want to briefly show you guys my website. So I am an image consultant. I specialize in color analysis and body analysis. And I offer my services in person in San Diego, California, along the coast. And I also offer my services globally, virtually. So please get in touch. My link is in the description. I would love to hear from you. And drop a comment below. I'd like to hear if you're enjoying the series or not, what stores you would like me to shop at in the future. I'd love to get some feedback, and I hope I can grow this channel. And so if you interact with me, that actually helps keep me going. So let me know and get in touch, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.